I greet you all into this amazing platform, the Poets Workshop Global. We are going to kick off with the foundation of poetry. Now, what is poetry? Poetry is the ability to creatively write a piece, a long piece, in a short way, making use of figures of speech and literary appreciation. That is poetry. Poetry gives beauty to art. Poetry gives beauty to art. And poetry makes use of what? Lines and stanzas. Yeah. So for now, we're going to be looking at one of the beauty of poetry, which is metaphor. One of the beauty of poetry, which is metaphor. And Daniel Omar, can you please unmute yourself? Daniel Omar. And please, can you tell me what metaphor is all about? Hello, Daniel Omar. Are you there? Daniel Omar. Yeah. Daniel Omar, are you there? Hello?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Sorry for disturbance. The connection is disturbing. I am.
Please, can you tell us what do you understand by metaphor? Hello? All right.
Yes, I
Okay.
am.
All
Yes.
right.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. The network is disturbing. I was
Okay.
saying, a metaphor it is an expression or a poetic device whereby it uses it to compare two things, two two things without using a like or as.
Okay. A metaphor is a direct comparison that compares two unlike things, two unrelated things, unrelated things without what using what like or as in order to what show similarity, in order to make the reader feel something. It makes the invisible look visible. It gives beauty to a piece and it strengthens emotions. It strengthens emotions. It gives multiple interpretations and it serves as symbols that carry meaning. Metaphor make poetry beautiful and memorable, and it connects the known with the unknown. It helps readers learn by association, building understanding from what they already know. Like I said, it provokes thought. That is metaphor. Now, we have the implied metaphor and the metaphor that compares two things. When you say the implied metaphor, the implied metaphor, the implied metaphor, the land is a stage. The land is a stage. The land is a stage. Is implied meaning that it gives depth. It gives depth. Now, you compare also, he talks like, or he talks, or the thunder screams. The thunder screams. That is also a metaphor. Now, metaphor can be in form of part of speech addition, in form of part of speech addition. The first one we are going to be looking at is the noun plus the verb. The noun plus the verb. For example, we can see the land cries. The land cries. Now, before I dive into that, I'm going to be looking at part of speech. Part of speech is like a class of words and their functions. For example, when you say the land, you are talking about an article and a noun. A noun is what? A name of any person, animal, place, or thing. A noun can either be proper noun, common noun, abstract noun, and or countable noun, collective noun. Now, in the area of metaphor, you can add a noun and a verb. For example, we see the land cries. The land cries. It means the land can mean the nation at a goal. The land is abstract. You are trying to compare an abstract. Weeping, which means the land, which is the nation, is what? In agony. We can see the cup wails. The cup wails. The cup wails. The fingers sings. This is a metaphor for noun and verb. A metaphor for noun and verb. So right now, I'm going to also be looking at another one. I'll be looking at another one from here, which is adjective plus noun. Adjective plus noun. Silent thunder. Silent thunder. What's the meaning of silent thunder? A hidden strength. We see blind light. Blind light. Truth unseen. We see the broken crown. Broken crown. What's the meaning of crown? A crown symbolizes greatness. A crown symbolizes what? Strength. So, broken crown means falling greatness. So, these are metaphors. What are we trying to say? We are trying to say metaphor can be joined by part of speech. Two part of speech. We see the wide calm. The wide calm. This means chaotic peace within. Chaotic peace within. We can see empty sky, which means a spiritual void. We can also see restless flame. We are looking at an adjective plus a noun. If you can see in what I'm saying, silence is what? An adjective. While silence is a noun. So, in this context, silent thunder. Silence is what? An adjective, and thunder is a noun. So, joining them together, silent thunder makes it what? A metaphor. Frozen fire is a metaphor. Blind light is a metaphor. Broken crown is a metaphor. Wide calm is a metaphor. Burning ocean is a metaphor. Empty sky is a metaphor. Gentle storm is a metaphor. Restless flame is a metaphor. Now, metaphor can be joined by a noun plus a noun. Noun plus a noun. We can see metaphor that is joined by a noun plus a noun. We can see over here noun plus a noun. Okay, before that, let's look at metaphor joined between a noun plus a prepositional phrase. Noun plus a prepositional phrase. A prepositional phrase, a preposition shows a relationship between noun or a pronoun. Let's look at it. Ocean of time. For example of prepositional phrase, on the chair, beside the table, between the ball, under the bed. That is an example of a prepositional phrase. Now, we can have a noun plus a prepositional phrase, which is Mountain of doubt. Mountain of doubt. Mountain is a noun. Of doubt is a prepositional phrase. This means heavy uncertainty. Heavy uncertainty. We can also see river of dreams. River of dreams. River of dreams is a what? Noun plus prepositional phrase, which means continuous imagination. We can see forest of thought. Forest of thought. This means mind complexity. Forest is a noun. Of thought is a prepositional phrase. Cage of gold. Cage of gold. Luxury that traps. That is the meaning. So cage is a what? A noun. Of gold is a prepositional phrase. Sea of faces. Sea of faces mean crowded humanity. Sea is a noun. Of faces is a prepositional phrase. Kingdom of doubt. Kingdom of doubt. Kingdom is a noun. Of doubt is a what? A prepositional phrase. Kingdom of dust, I mean. This means ruined greatness. Please, do you understand what I've been saying so far? Hello, Promise. Can you hear me? Hello. Hello, Promise.
Yes, yes, I'm hearing you. I'm
Okay.
hearing
Do
you.
you understand what I've been saying so far?
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right. So right now we're looking at metaphor with a verb and an adverb. What is a verb? A verb is an action word. What is an adverb? An adverb modifies a verb, an adverb or an adjective. And an adverb tells us where, when, how, to what extent, to what degree an action takes place. So over here, we can see a verb plus an adverb, which is what? Born brightly. A verb can show tense. A verb can show what? Tense. Either it is a past tense, present tense, past participle, present continuous, and so on. Now, we can see born brightly. Born brightly. We are looking at metaphors with verb and adverb. Born brightly, which means live passionately. We can see fall shortly, fall softly, which means accept failure gracefully. We can also see rise again, which means overcome defeat. We can see stand firm, which means remain unshaken in trial. We can see flow freely, which means move without fear. Let me take my time to explain what an adverb is. Like I said, an adverb modifies a verb, an adjective or another adverb. An adverb, we have different types of adverb. Adverb of time, adverb of place, adverb of frequency, adverb of degree, adverb of um adverb of degree, adverb of manner. Adverb of time tells us when an action takes place. Adverb of degree, adverb of degree tells us to what adverb of degree tells us to what extent an adverb takes place. Okay, adverb of manner tells us how an adverb takes place. Adverb of place tells us where an adverb takes place. So when we are talking about adverb of time, we say yesterday, today, after, now. While adverb of place, we are going to be looking at the market, in the church. Adverb of degree, we are going to be looking at, for example, so loved. We'll be looking at she is very beautiful. That is adverb of degree. It shows to what extent an action takes place. Now, over here, we are looking at verb plus adverb. Born brightly. Born is what? A present tense. Brightly is an adverb of what? Manner. So born brightly is a metaphor. Fall softly. Fall is the present tense of what? Fell. So that makes it a verb. Now, softly is an adverb of manner. So fall softly is what? A metaphor. Verb plus adverb. Rise again. Rise is a verb, and then again is a what? An adverb. So rise again is a metaphor. We see cry inwardly. Cry is the verb for what? Cried. The present tense for cried, which is the past tense, and inwardly is what? Adverb of manner. So cry, verb plus adverb is what? Is a makes it what? A metaphor. Now let's look at the next one. Adjective plus verb. Adjective plus verb. Now, an adjective can show color, can show number, can show quantity, can show quality. Like the big brown bag. The big brown bag. It qualifies a noun showing the number, the color, the quality, the quantity. Now, the big brown bag. Now look at this. We see this adjective plus verb. Okay. We look at descriptive adjectives gives emotional tone to action. For example, we see the gentle strikes. The gentle strikes. Gentle is what? An adjective. And strikes is what? A verb. Gentle is an adjective and strikes is a what? Verb. This means soft yet firm corrections. We can also see empty false. Empty false. Empty is an adjective, false is a what? Is a verb, which means meaningless failure. We can see sacred bleeds. Sacred bleeds. Sacred is an adjective and bleed is a verb, which means holy suffering. We can also see wild whispers. Wild is what? An adjective, and whispers is a verb, which means uncontrolled secret. Now, after this, we are going to read a poem that relates to an adverb. So when I read the poem, you will tell me the adverb that is in that poem after today's class. Now let's look at preposition plus noun. Can anyone give me an example of a metaphor having a preposition plus noun? Hello, Joe. Are you there? Hello, Joe. Okay, without wasting time, let's look at an example here. Now, beyond night, beyond night, beyond night, beyond is a preposition and night is a noun. Beyond night means what? Beyond despair. We see within fire. Within is a preposition and fire is a noun. So this means inside passion. Now another metaphor, beneath silence. Beneath is a preposition, silence is a noun. This means under hidden truth. Another metaphor, above sorrow. Above is a preposition, sorrow is a what? Noun. This means higher than pain. We also have without wings. Without is a preposition, wings is a noun. This means power despite limitation. We also have after rain. After is a preposition, rain is a word. Now, this means renewal after pain. All right, with what I've taught so far, can anybody briefly give me can anybody briefly give me an example of an adverb, of an example of a metaphor that is with an a verb, a noun, and and a verb? Can anybody do that? an example of a metaphor that have a noun plus a verb. Hello, Danielma, are you there?
Flowing water.
What do you say? Flow
Living water.
water. Okay. Flowing water. I said a noun
Flowing water.
and a verb. A noun and a verb. Flowing is a verb. Water is a noun. So you can just say um, the water flows. You understand that? Hello.
All right.
So flowing
Yeah,
water,
yeah, yeah.
automatically you have changed it. So it's you, instead of a noun and a verb, you change it to verb plus noun. It's still the same thing as metaphor. Flowing water is still the same thing, but I'm talking about a noun and a verb. So the water flows. Can anybody give me another one? Danielma, give me an example of a metaphor having a noun and a verb. Danielma, are you there? Hello, Danielma. Um, Joe, Joe, are you there?
Yes, yes, I'm right here.
Okay. Can you give
Uh,
me an example of a metaphor having a noun and a verb?
the night murmurs.
Yes, the man murmurs. That
The
is,
night,
yeah,
night
the
murmurs.
man murmurs. Okay, okay. Let's look at another one now. With what I've learned so far, can anyone give me an example of a noun plus a prepositional phrase? A noun plus a prepositional phrase. A metaphor having a noun plus a prepositional phrase. Um, Hello, comfort. Are you there? Hello, comfort. Is the network disturbing?
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Can you give me a metaphor having a noun and a prepositional phrase?
A metaphor. Mm, moonlight whispers secrets.
Okay, moonlight whispers what? Okay,
Secret sweet.
okay. We have here ocean of time. Ocean of time. Ocean is a noun. Of time is a what? Prepositional phrase. So prepositional phrase shows the relationship between what? It shows relationship and it describes a noun, like on the chair, under the table. That is a prepositional phrase. Now, a noun plus a prepositional phrase, ocean of time. Do you understand now, comfort? Hello, do you understand? Ocean of time. Okay. Let me ask another person. Um, Joe, can you give me another a noun and a prepositional phrase?
Hello, I am here now, sir. Sorry for
Okay, Daniel
disturbance. The
Oma.
connection was disturbing a lot.
Okay, Daniel Oma.
Yes, I can give an example.
Okay, a
Yes,
metaphor, a
I
noun, and a
can say
prepositional phrase.
she's a fish out of water.
Confirm. Yeah, correct. Confirm. She is a fish out of water. Now,
I said that one preposition phrase where you said like she is a fish out of water.
yeah, you are correct. A fish out of water. Now, a fish out of water. A fish is what? A prepositional. A fish is a noun. Out of water is a what? Prepositional phrase. Of water, it makes it what? A prepositional phrase. Okay, so we have a lot of them. Garden of hope. Garden of hope. Okay, so let's look at a verb plus noun before we round up for today. A verb plus noun. We have break chains. Break chains. Break is the present tense for what? Broke. So verb tenses. An example of verb are your tenses, either the past tense, present tense, or present continuous. So break is what? A verb, and then change is what? A noun, which means free the soul, which means free. We have harvesters, harvest, then stars. Harvest is a what? A verb. Stars is a what? A noun. This is a metaphor. Harvest stars. This means gather beauty or wisdom. Gather beauty or what? Or wisdom. Now, let's look at the last one. Bury daylight. Bury daylight. The present tense, the past tense for bury is what? Buried. So this makes it a verb. So bury plus daylight. Daylight is what? A noun. So verb plus noun. This is a metaphor. Bury daylight. Hide, it means hide hope or joy. Now, before I proceed, then we close for today. Can anybody give me a metaphor having a verb plus a noun? Hello, metaphor having a verb plus a noun. Comfort. Are you there? Hello, comfort. Hello, comfort.
Can I talk?
Yes,
Yes,
sir. Yes, sir.
yes. A metaphor having a verb plus a noun.
Okay. It was a lion roaring with laughter.
Okay. He was a lion roaring. Now you can see a lion roaring. He was a lion roaring with laughter. Now, a lion roaring is what? A noun plus a verb. Now, with laughter is what? A prepositional what? Phrase. Now, over there, what are you going to see? A visual imagery and a what? A metaphor. That is the main structure of that sentence. Now, so looking at a verb plus a noun, like I said, a verb shows what? Tenses. So anything you should say, it should be what? Either in present tense or in past tense or in present continuous. So you can say roaring, but now saying with laughter is not a noun. So a verb plus a noun. Feed silence. Feed silence. Feed is the present tense for what? is the present tense for fed. So that makes it a what? A verb. Now silence is what? A noun. Feed, silence is what? A metaphor. And this means nurture stillness or secrecy. So can anyone again? Joe, are you there? Can you give me an example of a verb plus a noun?
Um, Example of a verb plus it now. Let's say dancing music.
What do you say? Come again, please.
Dancing music.
Okay, dancing
That's the one I can think of.
music. Yeah, you can say, yeah.
Music.
Okay, I can see Deborah Akiloto, mother hope, mother, then hope. That is good. It's correct. Mother is what? Mother is the present tense for what? Murdered. Remember, we have different types of verb. We have the copular verb, we have the linking verb, we have the regular verb, we have the irregular verb, we have the modal auxiliary verb, a lot of them. Now, mother hope is is the present tense for murdered, for murdered, which is what? A regular verb. Now, mother hope, mother is what? A verb. Then hope is what? A noun. Okay.